at all. Not at all. You still living in Pack City? No. Oh, but you live here. Co-housing here. You know, I have a little house concert here on Tuesday night. I have a little house concert here on Tuesday night. There's like 5 spots open. You know, but yeah, yeah. Yeah, Ron will be here, the guy who's hosting this morning, and he'll, you know, oh yeah, okay. Okay. All right, so maybe like a Sunday afternoon concert after church. Yeah, we like matinees, so it's light out. No one has to go far. Okay.
No matter where you come from, no matter where you're going, here's a place where you can take comfort in the knowing that whether if you've come to stay a while or just passing through, this door is open to you. Come and let's be silent. Come and share a hug. Come, let's pray together. Come, love and be loved. From the blissed out to the turned out, from the pampered to the abused, this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white, gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you. If there's some kind of trouble or pain you're going through, know that you are not alone and someone cares for you. As an individualization of divine point of view, this door is open to you. This door is open. This door right here, this door is open to you. Is open for you. This door is open to you. This door is open. I'm talking about this door. This door is open. I said this door is open to you. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. The God in us recognizes the God in you. The God in you. Whether you're black or white or gay or straight, Christian, Buddhist or Jew, this door is open to you.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's just like church, isn't it? Where you have to arrive early to get a seat in the back. I'm looking for more kindness in this world. I'm looking for more kindness in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I'm gonna step right up and be it. I'm just looking for more kindness in this world. Try that with me, would you? I'm looking for more kindness in this world. Same thing, you take it. If it's there and I don't see it, I'm gonna step right up and be it. I'm just looking for more kindness in this world. I'm looking for compassion in this world. Okay, that's the word. If it's there and I don't see it, I'm gonna step right up and be it. I'm just looking for compassion in this world. Oh, this is what I see. It's complicated, A to Z, and there's no quick solution anyone is willing to make. Even though it may be glaring, it is time to be more daring, and it's time to be more caring, for goodness sake. I'm looking for more loving in this world. Your turn. If it's there and I don't see it, I'm gonna step right up and be it. I'm just looking for more loving in this world. I'm looking for respect in this world. I'm looking for respect in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I'm gonna step right up and be it. I'm just looking for respect in this world. Oh, this is what I see. It's complicated, A to Z. There's no quick solution anyone is willing to make. Even though it may be glaring, It is time to be more daring, and it's time to be more caring, for goodness sake. Goodness sake. I'm looking for more justice in this world. I'm looking for more justice in this world. If it's there and I don't see it, I'm gonna step right up and be it. I'm just looking for more justice in this world. Respect. I'm looking for respect in this world. Empathy. I'm looking for more empathy in this world. Kindness. I'm looking for more kindness in this. Compassion. I'm looking for compassion in cookies. I'm looking for more cookies in this world. Peace. I'm looking for more peace in this world. Grace. I'm looking for more grace in this. One more kindness. I'm looking for more kindness in this world.
Oh, welcome, welcome. If you have not up until now met David Roth, you now have, and you recognize that what he stands for is kindness, compassion, respect, justice, peace. Let's see what else. Oh, cookies. He's looking for cookies. Yes. So we welcome you this morning to Unity Spiritual Center of Portland as we gather with an intention to allow ourselves to be and to know that truth that we're talking about here, that idea, and recognizing that each of us is created whole, infinite, and complete just as we are. I'm Reverend Lisa Davis. I'm part of the, I always say I'm part of the crew here, which I realize doesn't explain that, but you know what? We're all part of the crew. As Ram Dass said, we're all just walking each other home. We're all a part of that journey, this sacred journey that we're on. My pronouns are she and her, and we welcome both those who are in this space, those who are joining us online, as we know that we gather with an intention to hold a larger story of humanity. So as we do that, I want to take one moment. We're going to open in prayer in just a moment, but I really want to just remind us, wherever you've been this week, and there's sometimes these journeys, that everything that comes up to be healed. It comes up to be named and held and released. And as humanity, as we gather in the kindness and the courage and the connection, we recognize that we have all that we need in this moment to do all that is ours to do. So as we open in prayer, we're opening with an intention and a knowing that the very essence of the universe flows through our hearts, through our minds, through our beings. And so if you've been frustrated or afraid or just shut down in any way this week, I just invite you to open your heart and let's hold this space together. And we take that sacred breath. Infinite Spirit, we open to the realization that divine life vibrates through us this moment, that we are connected. We are connected to the divine essence shining as us now, and knowing that that essence encircles this globe. And as we say yes to that presence and power, we know that it reminds us of the truth of who we are. And we remind ourselves that we are filled with divine life. And we gather as the collective, saying yes to a rising above, a yes to a remembering the innate wholeness of our being, and to meeting each moment in that space for justice, for peace, for the wholeness of our neighbors, and for the love that is the truth of all. For this opportunity to gather in this knowing and to celebrate this day, we say thank you, Infinite Spirit. And so it is. Amen. All right, and I wanted to just introduce you a little more to David. Do you know, I love this line, where song, spirit, and speaking meet. And that's the description of David. You know, he's been delighting musical audiences, I don't know how many decades, but I think I've been a part of most of them throughout the years.
Since 1847.
Okay, that's what it is, yes. And He's shared his music at places like the United Nations, the Omega Institute, Kennedy Center, and I think it even went up in one of the shuttles, the Artemis, in 2009 while they were repairing the space station, that music of just uplifting. What I know is that I always want to hear more because I always leave knowing that there's a bigger picture, there's a heartwarming message that got through the music or the words that hadn't gotten through before. Doesn't matter how many times we've done this, something breaks through and it's alive in us. So thank you. We're so happy to have you here. Thank you. And Lori Lancaster is going to share our announcements today.
Good morning. Beth is recovering from an illness, so I'm taking over for her for today so she can rest her voice. So our ministry is based on affirmative prayer, and our prayer chaplains are available to pray with you confidentially this morning one-on-one following the service for anyone who's feeling so moved for that. And today's prayer chaplains are Lynn and Satya. Our prayer chaplains are also really busy holding the spiritual space for y'all by providing a dial-up prayer that you can call daily. And they also have the Sunday morning guided meditations in the chapel at 10:30. And it's a great way to kind of center yourself for what's coming up next. And during the week, we have lots of opportunities, so many that I'm not going to be able to get to all of them, and I want to encourage you to go to our website, look at the events calendar, and see all the things, because we are a vibrant, active spiritual community with lots of things to connect with one another. So for this week, we wanted you to know that the LGBTQ plus fellowship group meets in the chapel following the services today. We also have our affirmative prayer class, Discover Your Divinity, starting this Wednesday, the 22nd. It's a hybrid class, so you can attend on Zoom or in person here starting at 6:30. This class is open to all congregants and is a requirement for the chaplain program. I'm going to be co-teaching this with my colleague and friend Lynn Soden. And this is the first class that I took when I came here about 15 years ago. And it helped me clarify my concept of God, not as a person out there, but as principle, and that it is everywhere, always present in myself, all beings, and in situations. It changed the way I prayed. It went from pleading for something from an entity out there to standing in the knowing that what I need is within me and taking responsibility for my thinking about what was worrying me. My thoughts have creative power, and affirming the spiritual qualities and powers that are available to me always changed the way I considered myself, my situation, and the actions I took as a result. It really brought home for me the 5 principles of unity. God is, I am, I think, I pray and meditate, and then I act. So I hope you'll join us. You can sign up online, or in the registration, there's a sign-up sheet there. Friday, the ongoers meet at Elmer's on Sandy at 11:30 for their monthly luncheon. Beth would really like you to RSVP. It makes it really a lot easier for her to arrange everything. And then this Saturday, we host game day downstairs from 2 to 5, where we bring our favorite board games, snacks, and have so much fun. And we use the camper hiker rules: pack it in, pack it out. Okay? Next Sunday, April 26th, our spirit groups start back up for its spring program. This time we're using the book Buddha's Brain, which is available in the bookstore, and Reverend Lisa will be sharing on Sunday mornings. And then your spirit groups, you'll discuss each chapter and share your insights. It's a wonderful way to connect with others in the congregation and in a smaller group setting. So there's sign-ups on the lobby table. We have 6 groups this spring. They're all in person except for the LGBTQ plus group, and those are going to be on Zoom. On Saturday, May 3rd, we'll celebrate World Labyrinth Day by walking with others around the globe at 1 p.m. Plan to join us in the East parking lot where the labyrinth is, and details will be in the next newsletter. The opportunity to join our community in membership is coming up in May. There are new member forms out on the lobby table for you to fill out, and you can drop them in the box on Beth's office door. New Thoughts for a New Life next Sunday, the 26th, a deeper dive into what is unity, and one of the requirements you can meet by attending if you plan to become a member. Tickets are on sale today for Cinco de Mayo on 9 de Sábado, Saturday, May 9th. Colleen will be out in the lobby today to talk to you about what's needed to pull this off, decorating, cooking, cleanup, and selling tickets. And the tickets are $20 on sale today in the desk in the lobby, and the proceeds are going to go towards our HVAC fund. There's an organizing and cleanup day on Wednesday the 22nd from 11 to 4. Please come anytime for any length, and there's lots of projects that you can take part in. And Alice wanted me to remind you that voter registration information is on the table and that they're going to be writing postcards to remind people to register to vote downstairs during connection hour.
Thank you. Okay, and we want to take a moment and welcome all of you who are here for the first time or you haven't been here in a while. One of the things that's so important is finding a place to anchor. You know, we can feel so alone out in the world and wonder, who are we? How do we gather together? How do we find larger stories and ideas? And so I would encourage you, if the words that you hear today work for you, I would encourage you to become a part. If they don't work for you, I would encourage you to continue seeking. Find some place that says, I know who you are. You are an infinite creation, and that supports you in your spiritual journey. So we have ushers who are happy to give you a packet, and if you would raise your hand, they will give you a packet. Anybody here for the first time? And I know a lot of you got packets already. Anybody else not get a packet? Okay, we are happy to have you with us. And please know there's a red rose on your lapel. We'd love for you to, on the packet. You can tell Beth does this. I don't do this. So there is a red rose on the packet, and I just encourage you to put it on your lapel or in your name tag so that we can greet you and welcome you. I would encourage you to fill one of these out. That way you can be on our mailing list and find out the different activities and the things that are happening. If you're not currently on our mailing list, then we probably need an updated form for you also. They're in the backs of the seats, and you can turn those in with the offering, and we will look forward to having you a part of this community and this opportunity we have as humanity to come together and say there's something more here. Every being is important. So we get to move from there into, we're going to do a song.
Hey, take a look at the person sitting next to you on either side and say, I can't wait to hear you sing with Dave right now. I am here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all, the greater good of all. I am here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all. That's it, let's try it. I am here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all, the greater good of all. I am here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all. You are here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all, the greater good of all. You are here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all. We are here. We are here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all, the greater good of... Let me hear you now. I am here. I am here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all, greater good of all. I am here for the greater good of all. Greater good of all. The greater good. The greater good of all. The greater good of all.
All right. Yes, we are. And we just invite you to turn to those around you with a handshake, with a namaste, a welcome, a hug. Ask for a hug if you want a hug. Welcome them here.
No, you are. I'm going to play back. Okay. We are here for the greater good of all, greater good of all, the greater good of all. We are here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all. Let's sing and get back to it. We are here for the greater good of all, the greater good of all, the greater good of all. We are here for the greater good of all, greater good of all, the greater good of all, the greater good of all.
It's always fascinating to get to just simply watch people connecting and the radiance that comes from faces of just looking in another's eye and realizing that we all are a part of something more. And so this idea of being a part and being here for the greater good of all is truly knowing that essence of the universe, that quantum field, is within us. In just a moment, we're going to move into a time of meditation, a time of getting quiet. Sometimes the world's so busy around us, we forget that where we do that cellular remembering is within, and it's in the quiet. And so I just invite you, as David plays this music, to just allow yourself to relax, to get calm and quiet, and just turn within.
I will surrender. I will let go. When I'm ready, I will know. Sing. I will surrender. I will let go. And when I'm ready, I will know. I will surrender. I will let go. And when I'm ready, I will know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. And as we take in that deep breath, the breath of being willing to let go of all that is ours to let go. Breathing in fully and breathing out completely. I let go and I let the infinite love of the universe move through me as I continue to relax, moving to that sacred space of knowing that I know that I know that I am one with the infinite. I breathe in, I breathe out, I let go. And with each breath, I know I can loose it. I can let it go. And I simply know I am enough in the silence. I am enough. Moment by moment, there is a remembering. I am that I am. I am enough. I am whole. I have all that I need in this day. And for this opportunity of knowing, of letting go, and saying yes to this sacred moment, I say thank you, Infinite Spirit. And so it is. Amen.
I will surrender. I will let go. When I'm ready, I will know. Mm-hmm. 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 This is the year for making changes. This is the year for moving on. This is the year of overcoming. This is the year for growing strong. And this is the year for a new way of thinking. This is the year for making plans. This is the year for reaching out, and this is the year for joining hands. Gone all the lonely nights of yearning, gone all the dark and cloudy skies, all the unsteady bridges burning, all of the doubt and all the lies. And this is the chance to recapture the power. This is the time to abandon the fear. This is the moment, the finest hour. This is the year, this is the year. And this is the year that I action all my desires and all of my means. And this is the year that I follow my passion. And this is the year of my dreams. This is the year I'm letting go of trying to change the ones I love. This is the year I turn it over. This is the year I look above. And this is the year that I take my intention, turn it away from distraction and talk. This is the year I take the step, and this is the year I walk the walk. This is the year that I put into action all my desires and all of my means. And this is the year that I follow my passion. And this is the year of my dreams. This is the year I make it happen. This is the year I follow through. And this is the year I move ahead on all the things I want to do. And this is the chance to renew my commitment. This is the time to be conscious and clear. This is the moment for living fully. This is the year. This is the year. I love it when it's quiet after a song. But I have to be careful when I say that, because I've been leading these musical tour groups to Ireland since 2014 and take 24 of us over to Ireland, and we meet all the traditional musicians and we go see the country and learn the history and the powerful history of famine and acrimony with England and Ireland and power struggles and, things that have been going on in countries all around the world for centuries and eons. And the first year I went was 2014, and I became friends with our tour guide, John McDonnell, who said, "Can you come over a day early next year?" Which is 2015. I said, "Sure, what's up?" He says, "I'd like to have a little house concert. And I want to invite 25 of my friends who've never heard you before just to come over and hear your music." I said, "Sounds great, let's do it. Little house concert." And so the next year came, got there a day early, and John had all of his neighbors all huddled in his living room, and I started, I might have started with that song or a really quiet song like "Rising in Love" or one of my older songs, and everybody was really quiet after it. It was like almost a reverent invitation to silence in a noisy world, just saying. And I said the same thing I just said to you. "Oh, I love it when it's quiet after a song." And they never clapped one more time the rest of the night. So I just have to point that out in case you feel uncontrollable desire to bang your hands together. It's okay too. I'm not quite sure where that custom came from. But as I did last year, and it's an honor and a pleasure to be back here with you all again, I like annual events like this. I began with my ocarina. That's a triple-chambered ocarina last year, and you might remember hearing it because there aren't many instruments like it, but the world has felt so noisy lately that I've decided that even though it's very fragile, even on my trips where I fly, and I live on Cape Cod these days, I'm going to bring this with me everywhere except overseas, because for me it's an invitation to that doorway to a quieter, calmer place where I can retain my sanity a little bit. So that's why I'm starting just about every event wherever I play, whether it's a house or a church or a sports stadium or, whatever it is, with the Triple Lock Arena. I don't know if you felt a sense of calm like I do when I play it. That's the idea. And I love playing it for kids too. And then I love asking kids in schools, well, how did you feel after I played that? And they all say things like, I felt calm. I felt it was nice to be quiet. And when's the last time you heard a kid say that? And I want to reference the very first song I did, I'm Looking for More Kindness in the World. We kind of made a list of all those things because a strange thing has been happening to me the last few years. And this talk this morning is about, this is the year for making changes, So I want to show through my songs and, how people effect change by breaking cycles that repeat over and over again, and how you can break a cycle by doing something different that's not expected in a situation where a cycle is perpetuated. But last 3 or so years, I have been receiving T-shirts in the mail, and I don't know who they've come from. It's not the same person, but I just mentioned this. The first one had a list of all the books they were trying to take out of the schools, and libraries, and they were all lined up on a bookshelf, but these were monumental books like To Kill a Mockingbird, I Know Where the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou, Harry Potter, whole bunches of others, Kite Runner. And the line underneath the shelf of books said, I'm with the band, B-A-N-N-E-D, double entendre, right? I'm with the band. And I wrote a song about that. But all I ever did was I clicked on that when I was, doing something on the internet. And then, when you click on something, everything you see is surrounded by that thing. Oh, that's a nice pair of shoes. I've seen more pairs of shoes than I ever need for, more than Imelda Marcos ever had, the Queen of the Philippines. And I just clicked on that T-shirt. Oh, that's a nice T-shirt, but my God, I'm a baby boomer. I don't need one more T-shirt. I've got to get rid of some of these T-shirts. But then the next week, that T-shirt arrived in the mail anonymously, and it was kind of creepy, but I liked the T-shirt more than it was outweighed by the creepiness of how I got it. Last year, another T-shirt came in the mail anonymously. I don't think it was the same person. But speaking of that first song we did today, look at this one. That's nice. It says, love, empathy, compassion, inclusion, justice, kindness. I'm going to write cookies on a silver magic marker on this. And really, that's kind of my ongoing theme in my music, and you could make anything you want out of a statement like this is the year for making changes. But, 4 people have claimed that they sent this to me when I've been touring around, so I think there's a lot of people wanting to take credit, and credit where credit is due, I suppose. Doesn't matter, I got the shirt, so I'm just telling you, I really don't want you to send me any more T-shirts. Size large. And we start here. The world is complicated, and there's so much conflict in so many different countries. This is an older song of mine, but regarding this is the year for making changes. That sounds like I could have written it yesterday with all the stuff that's going on about power and release and all that. That song that I sang a cappella was written in 1990. That's 36 years ago, and I haven't changed a word. So I'm wondering, why I'm needing to sing the same songs almost 4 decades later. I guess no one's getting the message. But Pete Seeger would have said the same thing. He was a mentor of mine, and he co-wrote If I Had a Hammer with Lee Hayes in the late 1940s. And we still sing If I Had a Hammer not because it's a great song, we need to. And I'm sure Pete would be proud of that song. He was proud of that song, but he'd be saying, why can't we move on to other songs, don't we? So the rhetorical question of can a song make a difference for anybody? And all I can tell you is they have made differences for me. Whatever anybody else does. Well, and that's why I write all these songs. I have nothing better to do. Let me say that again. Nothing better to do. True story. Ahmed had a plastic gun. The toy, that's all it was. He got it from his uncle one December just because. The older boys were rebels and he liked to play along. One day he'd grow up to be as big and brave and strong. Israeli soldiers often searched the Jenin camps and towns. They were looking for insurgents, they were always cracking down. The residents resented these intrusions on their homes. The older boys shot rifles, the younger ones threw stones. One Thursday came another clash between these warring groups. Again the bullets, stones and rocks, the rebels and the troops. A soldier saw a gunman and he fired at a boy. The victim was a 12-year-old, his weapon was a toy. Ahmed al-Khatib was taken off to Ramallah, but his wounds were such that he was transferred off to Israel. A hospital in Haifa where the Jewish doctors did every single thing they could to help this child live. Despite their greatest efforts, Ahmed passed away. A family's worst nightmare turned reality that day, and that's when they had every reason to exact revenge, to carry out this history of this hatred between men. They could have shouted out in anger, outrage, grief, and pain. They could have caused a riot against the Jews who'd killed their son. What would they do to face this darkest hour of their lives? They donated all his organs so that others might survive. A liver for a baby, 2 kidneys for a child, 1 lung each, a girl and boy ages 4 and 5. A woman in her 50s got the second chance she'd need. A 12-year-old received the heart of Ahmed al-Khatib. And some were Palestinians, and some of them were Jews. The family insisted that no one be refused. The neighbors asked the father about this decision he had reached. A heart that can forgive will bring us closer to peace. A powerful reminder to those who might forget the humanity of those who live on the other side of the fence. Somewhere in this world today, 6 people live and breathe the legacy of those who cherished Ahmed al-Khatib. I remember I've been playing that song for a number of years, but not in regularly. But several years ago, I was playing a show at a coffee house somewhere in New England, and I included that song. And a gentleman came up to me at the intermission quite angry, and he said, "You should never sing that song again." I said, "Tell me more." And he said, "Don't you know about the black market for organs in the Middle East?" And I said, "No, I don't." And he told me there was a horrible market for blood, for organs. And I said, "Well, I just wanted people to hear one family's response to this situation. I wasn't making an endorsement for anything or not. And so, again, let people have their reactions. You know, it didn't stop me from singing a powerful story. And this is what I was referring to a little earlier about changing a paradigm by doing something different in a cycle that is repeated over and over again. So with that in mind, you know, anybody found themselves taking sides lately on anything? Well, have I got a song for you? I give this to you, and I have a feeling you're going to love the first two words of this song. You're going to embrace them to the core of your unity being, maybe like no other song you've ever heard, these first two words. And it can be a sing-along if you catch on, okay? I hope it's useful for you. I'm right. You're wrong. You're off. I'm on. This is my new theme song. I'm right. I'm correct. I'm sure. And you are insecure. My heart is pure. I'm right. I'm sure. Don't you bother contradicting me. You've got no leg to stand on. Where is it you come off with all these viewpoints that you land on? I'm yes. You're stop. Je suis vrai. To a foe. That's French. Now you know. And you know we're gonna get somewhere by being mad and vehement. A seismic shift is always made with words of disagreement. You're right. Oh, that was a lot softer. Thought I'd just try that on. How about a new song? No right, no wrong, no right. I heard you say it, and I'm holding you to it. Okay. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to do two more songs. I'm going to do one here and one there for the sermon portion of this service. And I'll again tell you what a pleasure it is to be here. I never take these invitations for granted, and it's meaningful for me and keeps me going. So this is a song I'm just throwing in because I met some great athletes this morning in church. And the song's based on a true story from the left coast in Marin County, California. Almost 40 years ago, I heard about the story that inspired this song. And this song is making the rounds. If I could have a tiny little brag, I was contacted about 10 years ago by an elementary school book publisher in India, again. And they asked if they could reprint the lyrics to this song for a book that they were going to print 100,000 copies of for Indian school kids to help them learn English. And they said, what would your licensing be for something like that? And so I had to go into my vast experience of licensing my lyrics to Indian textbooks for school kids. And all I could come up with was most favored nations, which means if you've paid other contributors, pay me the same amount. So they quoted me several thousand rupees, and I thought, I've hit the folk music lottery. till I found out what a rupee was worth. And it didn't matter. But what mattered to me was that 100,000 kids in India would hear this story about breaking cycles and making changes. So I dedicate this to those beautiful people I met this morning. We talked a little bit about sports. The athletes had come from all over the country to run for the gold, for the silver and bronze. Many the weeks and the months of their training, all coming down to these games. The spectators gathered around the old field for cheering on all these young women and men. And the final event of the day was approaching. Excitement grew high to begin. The blocks were all lined up for those who would use them. The 100-yard dash was the race to be run. There were 9 resolved athletes in back of the starting line, poised for the sound of the gun. The signal was given, the pistol exploded, and so did the runners, all charging ahead. But the smallest among them, he stumbled and staggered, fell to the asphalt instead. He gave out a cry in frustration and anguish. His dreams and his efforts all dashed in the dirt. But as sure as I'm standing here telling the story, the same goes for what next occurred. The 8 other runners pulled up on their heels, the ones who had trained for so long to compete. And one by one they all turned round and they went back to help him. And they brought that young boy to his feet. Then all the 9 runners joined hands and continued the 100-yard dash, now reduced to a walk. And a banner above that said Special Olympics could not have been more on the mark. For that's how the race ended, with 9 gold medals. Came to the finish line, holding hands still. And a standing ovation and 9 beaming faces said more than these words ever will. It's how the race ended, 9 gold medals. They came to the finish line, holding hands still. And a banner above that said Special Olympics said more than these words ever will. So much more than these words ever will. Thanks. So if I may say, I'll just say briefly that I'll spare you an announcement, but I have a little house concert here in Portland on Tuesday night, and my friend Ron, raise your hand, Ron. Ron and Ramona are organizing it, and there's like spot for 5 or 6 more people. If any of you like to have an intimate experience of this music up close, it's a beautiful community. We've been doing this for years. See Ron after the service and consider joining us on Tuesday night. Oh, yes. Anybody else like me? Every time you sit down, you go, oh, I'm glad I sat down. And then I'm thinking, Some going to help me up. But let's conclude with I have never run for political office, but as we're heading into another election cycle in the fall, if I ever did run for something, which I don't intend to, but I'm also not running from anything either these days, this would be my campaign song, okay? I stand for love, stand for peace, I stand for joy and for release, for what is beautiful and true. I stand for hope, I stand for you, I stand for love, I stand for peace, I stand for joy and for release. For what is beautiful and true, I stand for hope, I stand for you. You know our world is in great pain. She needs our loving care again. But there are those who fail to see what we have done and what we need. There is a cost for every act. Now there is no turning back. We burn a bridge, we bang a drum. It's time to rise. The time has come to stand for love, stand for peace, to stand for joy and for release. For what is beautiful and true, to stand for hope, to stand for you. And if you're thinking it's not urgent, that we've got more time to kill, if I'm not the one who will change things, then for heaven's sake, who will? So I will move, I will climb this mountain one step at a time. I won't be swayed, I will not stop until we've made it to the top, where we will stand for love and peace, we'll stand for joy and for release. What is beautiful and true, we'll stand for hope, we'll stand for you. For what is beautiful and true, I stand for hope, I stand for you. Thank you.
David, thank you, thank you. We stand for hope. How beautiful. I want to take just a moment and invite Taco and Charity and Leah. We have 3 Special Olympic athletes who participated. You may not know, but cornhole is a new sport for the state, actually for the whole country, in Special Olympics right now this year. And the regionals were on last Sunday. And come on, you can come up here. And we had 3 athletes who participated and got awards. And we just want to say congratulations to all of them. And They did a great job. Congratulations. We honor you and all that you did. Yes. Thank you for representing our state so well. We appreciate it. Thank you. All right. And I think you guys start new sports next week, I heard. Okay. And we're going to take a moment and receive our tithes and our love offerings. And I'm so grateful that all of you were here in this space. And what I recognize is when we gather together, you might think there's singing over here and there's a person sitting over there and over there. But honestly, what happens is when we gather together, something larger happens. And hearts open, minds open. And it's just that opportunity to be a part of that movement. If you are interested in giving electronically and other ways, Leah always has it up there. I'm so grateful. It's also in a card in the back of the seats in front of you. And we just take a moment for this opportunity to know that as humanity, as we gather in this country again and again and again and say, I stand for you, it continues to spread and to be that essence of life. So we're going to say our blessing together. Divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Let me say thank you, God.
As we come around to take our places at the table, a moment to remember and reflect upon our wealth. Here's to loving friends and family. Here's to being able to gather here together in good company and health. And may we be released from all those feelings that would harm us. May we have the will to give them up and get them gone. For heavy are the satchels full of anger and false promise. May we have the strength to put them down. May the light of love be shining deep within your spirit. May the torch of mercy clear the path and show the way. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you every day. And may we wish the best for everyone that we encounter. May we swallow pride and may we do away with fear. For it's only what we do not know that we have grown afraid of, and only what we do not choose to hear. May the light of love be shining deep within your spirit. May the torch of mercy clear the path and show the way. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you every day, every day. And as we bless our daily bread and drink our day's libation, may we be reminded of the lost and wayward soul, the hungry and the homeless that we have in every nation. May we fill each empty cup and bowl. May nothing ever threaten to come between or to divide us. May we never take for granted all the gifts that we receive, being ever mindful of the unseen hands that guide us and the miracles that cause us to believe. May the light of love be shining deep within your spirit, and may the torch of mercy clear the path and show the way. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you every day.
We are so blessed. Thank you, thank you. And for those of you who don't know, you can get a thumb drive with all of his albums on it. He'll be out at the table out there. If you've been interested in travel, I know he is sold out for 2026, and he's taking names for 2027 for Scotland and Ireland. Is that correct?
Yeah, music tours with 24 people just like you and me.
And I've heard how wonderful they are. So in just a moment, part of that ability to know we're enough is to realize we have enough to give. We can give love. We can give our hearts. We can open our hearts. We're going to open these doors in just a moment. And as our kids come in, we have the opportunity to touch their hearts and their minds and their beings by knowing the truth and the wholeness that they are. So I just invite you to encircle this center walkway with the love that you are, recognizing the love that each of these beings is. And we're going to sing them in.
Easy chorus, 4 lines. I wrote this with 6 first graders in New York 2 years ago. So it goes like this. One beautiful world. One beautiful world. Plants and animals, boys and girls in one beautiful world. That's it, let's sing it together. One beautiful world. Oh, let me hear you sing it. One beautiful world. Plants and animals, boys and girls in one beautiful world. Plants and animals, boys and girls and dogs in one beautiful world.
Sometimes we run after them. So we had a visitor this morning, a sweet visitor that, hold the book up, read a beautiful book. And we talked about the golden Buddha that was all covered up.
And if you haven't met Reverend Curdy is part of this community, and this is the book she wrote.
Thank you. Yes. So it's just a children's book, and it's about that there's a surprise inside about a little lost doggy, and that all of us within us have the divine spark. And so it was just a wonderful opportunity to be with these beautiful divine beings. So thank you.
And I know the book will be available in the bookstore if you are interested. Our YOUers, our high schoolers, are at camp this weekend. So they are all at their, I believe this is spring rally. Is that what it is? And so I believe what's wonderful is that these rallies are based on unconditional love and acceptance for every high schooler that's there. And it's such a powerful opportunity for them. So we are going to stand. And excuse me, I want to say, Ron, will you be by David's table? If people are interested in the house concert, he'll also be there. We are going to stand still. But so if he'll be out there, if you want to find out more about that, go to David's table. And we are going to stand and we make this intention and hold this space of let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me.
Let there be peace on earth and the peace that was meant to be.
All right, we're going to close with our uni prayer. I want to invite all of you downstairs for Connection Hour. We'd love to meet and greet you after the service. And we are going to close in the uni prayer. The light of God surrounds us. I am the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. I am the love of God. The power of God protects us. I am the power of God. The presence of God watches over us. I am the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. All right, and we're going to sing our youth out so they can get back to their classrooms.
Beautiful world. One beautiful world. Plants and animals, boys and girls in one beautiful world. Plants and animals, boys and girls in one beautiful